Hi, beautiful Aquarius. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Aquarius, I've been away for about 4 weeks, and I have, during those 4 weeks, I don't know what to call it, but undergone some major changes. I mean, there's changes going on all the time, but there's major changes going on right now. And I just want to start with, you can just skip this intro if you're not interested and just go right to the, see where I shuffle in the reading so that you don't get bored. I think it's fascinating though. I think it's interesting. So what I want to tell you guys is that I don't know if this channel is going to continue to be exactly what it's been before. And it's almost like I'm waiting for direction from my inner being to just know what to do. Because I feel like there's a lot of information that's coming through. And what we can start to do here is that instead of me just telling you guys what's going on in your love life or in your general life, to just basically just what is going on for you right now in terms of the great shifts that are going on in our world and the great shifts that we're undergoing, everybody of us, in our bodies right now, and how I can be best of service there. And the first thing to do there is to just sort of, yes, you are an Aquarius. For some reason, you're here right now listening to this. Maybe you have a sun, moon, and rising Aquarius. Maybe you're a cross watcher here to listen for your Aquarius, but then to just sort of start to look at it as a collective Aquarius, and you are a little mini collective group here, drawn to this channel for these messages. But there's also the whole globe of Aquarius collective, and not just the people that would consider themselves to be Aquarius, if that makes sense. It can be me who doesn't have Aquarius in my chart. I can be really drawn to Aquarius because whether my chart is saying that I have a little bit of Aquarius in me or not, I have it because I'm a part of the whole, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna sort of start to do like a collective reading for the Aquarius. I'm gonna do a reading for the Aquarius collective, and then therefore I want to tell you that if you are going into my channel or any other channel, I would start to, well, you be the judge of that, but like I would start to like, okay, is there a title that I'm really drawn to? It has nothing to do with what you consider that you're a makeup of, but if you're drawn to the title, go check it out. If you just, for some reason, you just, you have nothing with Virgo whatsoever to do, but for some reason you just think that, and the title might not even match either, but you like, oh, I want to listen to Virgo, go check the Virgo reading out. Just see if there's something there that, resonates with you. Because I think that we're all starting to lose our identity. We're starting to uncover, discover what we truly are, deep down what we truly are, who we are. And so we're releasing more and more and more of what we have put on us to say, this is who I am, this is my identity, this is blah, blah, blah. And one thing to help to uncover who we truly are is to just start to let go of those, like, I am Aquarius, like this is the only thing that I listen to. Or obviously if you keep being drawn here to listen to the same reading, to listen to Aquarius, please do. But to just then like open your mind a little bit, or largening the box a little bit, if that makes sense. If this doesn't resonate with you whatsoever, continue to do whatever you've done before. That's also perfectly fine. So with that said, there's going to be a general title here, like what's going on for Aquarius, how can we best be of service for you right now. And that's for the month of August for 2021, going in a little bit into, I set the time frame for about a month. So a little bit into September. Aquarius. Emotional loss. I was just talking, to number 5. Wow, this is so cool. Because we're coming from emotional loss, and this is exactly what I started talking about, how we're letting go of what doesn't serve us anymore. We're letting go of our identity. Yes, but it can also be that, okay, so whatever you're going through in your life and you're ascending right now, you're going higher and higher into like higher frequency, different dimensions, higher vibration. And if there's people, friends, even family members, that's a tough one, but even family members or romantic partnerships or, job situations, even houses, cities that you live in might not match your vibration anymore. And although we are focusing in on emotional loss here, and we see it's almost like, so we're ascending sort of back into the light. We're ascending higher and higher and higher. And because of it, there's going to be emotional loss. What's more fun to focus on? I have two number 5s here. There's a 5-5. Just remember, that's probably not for you though, but I just remember that I had a dream about the 5s. Okay, that's probably just for me, so I'm gonna let it linger there for a bit, but I just remembered that I had a dream about the 5s. What is that about? Okay, anywho, let's see if that comes back around, because either I was just reminded of it now because I'm supposed to remember it for myself, or I was reminded of it because here's the 5-5, and maybe the dream was actually about you guys. But we're gonna see what comes back around there. Interesting. Because the two 5s to me talk about mastery. So when we come through this, you come through this situation where you have grown and learned and let go a lot. You come into your mastery, into wisdom. So we have emotional loss, but we have 5-5. So it's like, it shows that, we come from one point where we're moving into another. So you're moving into wisdom. You're moving into clarity. You're moving into your most authentic self, Aquarius. There's no other way around it but to say you're coming into your most authentic self, where there's true potential of who you really are in this world. And so I was starting to say it's more fun to focus on what you're now going to gain. Yes, there's going to be emotional loss because there's going to be some loss in people and some loss in situations, and where you're going vibrationally, where you're living might not match that anymore. You might be called, so it's more fun to look at this, like what you're stepping into your wisdom. Like you have so much potential now and so much to gain in the situation. So it's not only that you're losing people, you're gaining people. You're gaining new friends. It's like a big time for just, soul tribes to come together, new collectives to come together. I feel more and more that we're going to go from like an individual into more like of a community-like living. But tough for me, who's a little bit of an introvert, but it might not look like we physically just have to hold hands and sit in groups and and have campfires, because I'm not going to be able to deal with that. That's why I enjoyed this. I can talk to you, but it's through a camera and you guys leave me alone. I know it sounds horrible to say, but I'm such an introvert in that sense. So yeah, it's like I just need my own space. But I feel like we're coming together with our most loving people. And obviously, if we're completely on the same level, if there's a complete same vibrational level, maybe I don't have to be that introverted. Maybe you don't have to be that introverted. Though Aquarius is not. Of course, I was going to do it again. I was going to pinpoint exactly what Aquarius is when we're trying to lose the identity. So I was going to say Aquarius is not that likely known for being introverted. They're more extroverted people. But I'm a Leo, and Leo is not supposed to be an introvert. And so, that didn't work. I just want to clarify. I just want to go deeper there. Let's see with the 5s there. I just want to see if you've started with seeing 777 or a lot of 7 around you first, or being in alignment with 1111 like 111. So a lot of 111s and 777, and then you're starting to see the numbers of 5. You're definitely coming into your mastery. And it's not like you have to see those numbers to understand that. Oh, thank God, there's the numbers. Now I know I'm a master or becoming a master. But it's sometimes helpful. It's sometimes helpful to use these things. Just like it's helpful to use crystals and pendulums and cards and whatnot. Do we need those? Of course not. but it's fun because it's physical. Okay, can we clarify the emotional loss here for Aquarius, please? Definitely. So we have the Ace of Michael and the World. And they're both talking about, I think somebody had exactly these cards as well. I can't remember now. So collective reading. The World is all about like you're ending a big cycle. You're summoning up a big cycle of yours. We're leaving the old era, coming into a new era, pun intended. You're wrapping it up. It's like, okay, we've come full circle in this, and you're leaving this whole other paradigm behind. And with the Ace of Michael there is like the highest possible energy in any situation. And here's like you're up on the mountain. You're like reached a really beautiful peak. You're climbing and climbing and climbing the mountain, and you're so high up. So that comes out as a clarifier for the emotional loss. So I understand you've left. The reason why we have emotional loss is because of the change. It's because we're changing an old cycle and coming into new, and you're climbing the vibrational ladder, if you will. And in doing that, you're gonna drop people, and you're gonna drop belief systems within yourself. You might even let go of your old identity, and even that in itself, you don't have to like all put aside in terms of friends or family members or romantic partners or jobs, situations, or whatever that you're leaving. Like just put that aside. It's enough to feel emotional loss to just start to scale away your own identity. It's going to be like a dear friend of yours that you just you no longer need them, or you don't get to see them anymore, or it's just a part of you. That's your identity, but you're not your identity. So that's going to fall away. That's the emotional loss. So it's not fun to feel the emotional loss, of course not. But why you're feeling it, the reason why you're feeling it is because you got the World card and the Ace of Michael, and that's all beautiful things. It's wrapping up a very happy ending. It says a very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. So we're moving forward here, and that's why the emotional loss is there. So it's for a good cause. So wisdom. Why is the wisdom card here for Aquarius, please? Wisdom card. So we have Ace of Michael, and then we have Ten of Michael, and we also have the transformation card. So wow, this is like getting the World twice. Ten of Michael is also like we've come to an end. The situation has ended here. We're moving into something brand new. So it says the situation has ended and we are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. So this is like basically saying, I love this because it's like, okay, so this person has been like in a show. It's like a show with the drapes there, and it's like, and now we're gonna sort of drop the drapes down like in the theater, and you play the role and the character really well. But now like you're taking a step back, and as soon as the curtain calls, the curtain shuts, and you're sort of taking a step back. It's like, okay, you're not your character anymore, you're just you. But see this as you're not even your, like this is you not being your identity anymore. You're taking a step back and you're letting go. Just sit with that for a bit, because things are happening as I say this. You take a step back and you let go of what you would consider to be your identity. And you know, I tried to do this with my oldest son the other day. He's turning 21 this year. And I was like, who would you be if you were not my son? It's like, well, I would still be my dad's son. I was like, well, that's not what I'm trying to say. Like who would you be without your friends? It wouldn't be fun, but you know, I would manage. I was like, you're stuck. That's not what I'm after. Like, you just have to get out of you're not your 3D body here. Like you're all of this person because of the makeup of this person, because everything that you have picked up along your trail, and your friends has identified you, your parents, including myself, has identified you. Like, we have put this identity on you. Who would you be if you just scale that away? He wasn't getting my point, and maybe it was like, maybe I was coming from the wrong place or whatever. But I'm trying to tell you here, who would you be without your identity? Like, going back to more of a powerful, joyful, freedom being that comes into the love vibration right now. Like, who would you be without, like, you play this character, this, like, I'm Emma, and I play this character of Emma so well, but now we're saying thank you. We're taking one step back, and here comes the curtain, and it's like, okay, who am I now without my identity? Who would start to emerge if we let go of everything that we think we are, starting with Aquarius? And then we have the transformation card. It's death leading to life. And this is the peace card. It's like, okay, so you're headed, we're clarifying wisdom. You're headed, like, you're saying goodbye, thank you, goodbye to the old, and you're coming into the new. And this is death leading to life, which is a grand transformation into the divine feminine energy there, and coming into your wisdom. Coming into complete peace and happiness. Again, it says release the past. There's a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. So this is all just saying, okay, there's going to be an emotional roller coaster every once in a while, because you're letting go of stuff right now. Maybe you feel like you just want to cry for everything, and it can be just for beautiful thing and for beautiful things and for not so beautiful things, but just everything gets you going. And that's your emotional body just releasing. And that's just releasing toxins. It's not so much about what you just were observing, or what you were just, this person said this to me and it sounded so beautiful, and then I started to cry. Or this person said this horrible thing to me and it sounded so bad that I started to cry. We think it's the things outside of us, but it's like really just releasing the toxins from your body, from everything that doesn't serve or fit you anymore. And then coming into this very peaceful place, very, very peaceful place, into pure wisdom, Aquarius. You're one of those people that has come really far, who are quite aware of your awakening process, and you just know, and you can have, I'm not saying you're not having a tough time. For sure, I'm having tough times every once in a while, having tough times, because it's a challenging time right now. I'm not saying that it might be all that easy, and I'm not saying that you're not, a meltdown every once in a while, but I'm saying you're knowing why you have the meltdowns. You know what's going on. You're not oblivious to the changes right now. So I'm closing up here, and then I'm going to move this into the extension. Isn't that beautiful? So you're stepping into your heart. You're coming into your true... I've gotten this over and over again now. How we just are stepping. We talk about love. We say we love each other. We say that we are, we're unconditional. Go be free. Go do whatever you want to do. I'm going to sound very almost cynical, because I think there's a lot of people on planet Earth that hasn't even arrived at the love vibration yet. They use the word love because they're taught to say, I love you too. And as babies, we have the love vibration, but then we're sort of steered away from it. And I think as an adult and as an awakened person, you're just going to sort of, you're going to come into the love vibration now. You're starting a really beautiful journey here with the number 4 that is all about the heart as well, and it's laying a new foundation for yourself. So I'm going to continue this in the extended reading. If you feel like this is your reading, this is me. This is what's going on. You're so welcome to come there. The link to that is in the description box down below. If not, thank you so much for watching and listening, Aquarius. And I hope to see you soon. Bye.